Get ready, it's time to do another Shopify store review. Hi, my name is Elle McCann, and if you're new to this channel, I have been a Shopify expert for over 6 years now, and I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday all about Shopify and how to grow your online store. So this is a new series on this channel where I review 3 different Shopify stores and give recommendations of things that could change or things that are working, I think, on their store. And overall, the goal is to grow their store and grow their conversion rate. So if you are interested in having your store reviewed, I'm going to put a link in the description below where you can fill out that form, give us some information about your store, your struggles that you're having with Shopify, and you might be picked for the next video. So let's go ahead and I'm going to hop into my screen and let's get started. Okay, so I am in my Google spreadsheet now, and I'm going to start going through. So we're going to go through 3 different stores that have been submitted today. Again, if you would like to be considered for being included in this list for an upcoming video, make sure to check out the description below and go ahead and submit your site there. Okay, so I haven't been to any of these sites yet, so let's go ahead and start working our way through the list. Okay, so we have our first one here. Okay, so very quickly after being on the site, I've got a couple different pop-ups. This first one at the bottom is about the website using cookies, which is needed for them since they have a .uk address. Anyone in the European Union needs to make sure that they have this kind of messaging to comply with new laws there. So that's good that they have it. So I'm going to just hit got it. And I've also got a pop-up for 10% off if I sign up for their email newsletter list. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of this and let's check out their homepage. So the slideshows are quite large. The first one I see is home decor, and let's see, I don't see buttons where I can change through it. I saw there was one that said pets. Overall though, I would say that these are quite big. It takes up a lot of room, and the photo really isn't providing anything of value. There's the pet one. Now that's a very cute dog, but it's not really providing anything of value. So I would look at maybe highlighting your products in here actually with the different elements for home decor or pets instead of just being more generic images. Let's scroll down and let's see, they've got a nice little about and personalized pet bowls. Okay, so instantly I would say that these photos right here, if they're selling, personalized pet bowls, this would be way more captivating when you come to the site versus these images here. So this was their pet one. So the best presents for your best friend doesn't really tell me anything. But if I came to the site and immediately saw a slideshow banner that had personalized pet bowls, they were more stylized. You can tell here that they're using kind of a stock image and duplicating it for all of them. So I would get with a more personalized image. This one looks a little bit more like user-generated content, and I would actually have that be the main slideshow image whenever you first get in and get that featured a lot higher on the page. So let's see, they've got more pet items, and we've got a slider to go through it all. So it looks like they have a couple different options. I would definitely feature more of a lifestyle kind of image with the pet. I think engaging with the product just, again, does a lot more for the slideshow than the current one that they have. And then now they have pillows. So this is a little bit of a change up in terms of the products. I'm a little bit confused in terms of the offering. So it said at the top of the page that they do home decor and pets. However, it is very different styling. So it doesn't, I feel like you're kind of reaching 2 different audiences with this. So I would kind of want to know a little bit more about who their ideal customer is, because the person that purchases one of these pillows, to me, I feel like is very different from the person who's going to purchase a personalized pet bowl or a dog house or cat house. So maybe you could still have those products, but maybe feature them in different areas and not just all on the home page. And then now we have clocks. So again, it's very different of what everything is, I would really think about who your ideal customer is and what products speak to them the most. You know, this clock right here is very different from this beach tea kettle clock. And both of those are very different from the pet products, and those are different from the pillows. So it's all a little bit scattered, and it's okay to have a store that has a lot of different products, but they don't really have a cohesive fit to it all, it seems. So I would definitely think about what products you want to actually feature on your store. And if they are going to be a little bit more different like this, I wouldn't feature them all on the homepage. I would feature just the ones that work together more cohesively. Next we have another pillow and a bigger about us, testimonials. I think it's great to have testimonials there. And then they've got some social proof. Love that. With user-generated content, again, I feel like this is a lot more impactful than their stock images that they're doing for the bowls. So I would definitely look at incorporating more actual shots like this on the site. Okay, so let's go back up to the top of the page. This is a pretty long home page. I would also say try and get a little bit more focused on your homepage design. So let's click in on pet products. Okay, so we have a little bit of a mix as well in terms of the different products photography styles. So my biggest tip here would be to get it all to be the same type of photography. So it instantly kind of seems like they're probably drop shipping some products because all of the photos are very different. So I would look at maybe for the first photo having them all on white. So you could hire someone to cut out all of the background images for this, so that they all just match and are all kind of floating on a white backdrop or however you want it to be. You could use more of these kind of lifestyle images for a second shot on your product page as well as for advertising. But that way there's just a little bit more consistency on the page. And then again, it kind of, you're running into a problem whenever you're doing more custom pieces like this, because it's nice that they have this ability of putting the name on there. However, you kind of look at the line here and they're all the same images up here. So it kind of, you kind of glaze over a lot of it. So I would look at how could you change that up, try some different versions of this to where, you know, I guess if they were all on a white backdrop as well, you would kind of get rid of the dog and it wouldn't be as distracting seeing the same picture 5 times in a row. But let's go ahead and let's click in on one of these and we'll check out the product page. So we've got the images here. We can zoom in a little bit. Again, I love that they have a customer photo and a couple photos of it being customized, and then a review. So reviews are always great to have in. It gives that social proof. So the more reviews you can feature on the site, as well as testimonials, are really nice. So this is a review for this specific product, but I'm guessing these testimonials are for the store overall or for a different product. So this is kind of a nice way to use both in one area. And then they have a you may also like. So I feel like this isn't set up correctly because this should be pulling from the collection of pet products since that's what we're in. So there's some kind of tagging issue here because if this was going to be working correctly, I would see other pet related products. So I clicked on a bowl. So I would see other pet bowls or, you know, pet beds, things like that that are related. Again, because someone that's going to purchase a personalized pet bowl is not going to be the same person that's going to purchase a stylized panda pillow, most likely. So just something to think about there. So in terms of their product information, so they've got an area for you to add in your name, great price, high quality. I like that they have the secure payment things there, as well as looks like it's a nice description. And then we also have here, they've customized it a little bit saying about Christmas, which is an upcoming holiday. And they've got more shipping times, which is great that they have all of this on there, as well as a ask a question form. So that's really great so that customers could actually send them a question just from here. Okay, so let's check out their about page now, and let's see what they have. So let's see. Okay, so they have Before we go into about, they do have home decor and cushions, storage bags, wall clocks, and unicorn range. So again, it seems like this is kind of a little bit scattered of who the ideal customer is. So I would really recommend that they think about this as well as you think about it for your online store as well, if it all makes sense of cohesive products being together. So let me scroll down to the bottom of the site and let's see if we can see an about page. Okay, about. Okay, so they've got a little bit of customization. However, I feel like it's lacking because they don't have any photos. I would definitely think, especially at the fact that they feature a lot of pet products, that they would have maybe a picture of them with a pet. They also say here that it's run by two brothers. I think it'd be great to see a picture of the two brothers together and just kind of beef this up a little bit more. I do like that they have this charity that they're donating 5% of profits to. And it looks like they're also highlighting that under the giving back page. So that's really awesome, and it can be a way that people who may not have purchased from you originally are interested in purchasing from you. I'm not sure if they had that on their pet page, since it looks like, well, a majority of them are for pet products. Let's go in and see a pet page real quick and see if it actually says anything on the pet page about the social cause. So let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything right away. So I would definitely say if you're going to have a cause that you're donating money to make sure that you've got that highlighted and prominent on your product page. Because if you think about it, a lot of people, if you're sending ads to your site especially, are going to really just hit the product page. So you want to make sure, you know, I would even take out this maybe great price, high quality. And instead of doing that here, say the 5% of profits go to one of 3 charities, and then have a link to their giving back page just to really highlight that a little bit more. Okay. So overall, I think the site could use just a refresher on some product photography to make it all a little bit more stylized, as well as thinking through the actual products that they're offering to just make sure it's really consistent overall. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going. We're going to go through another site as well. Okay. Okay, so that took a minute to click over. Something was happening there with the site loading. So let's see, this is their home page here, but we instantly see a product to purchase, as well as it looks like all they have on the home page is 3 products. So let's see, they had said in the notes I saw here that they've had 0 sales so far and they've been live for 7+ months. I would say instantly, as soon as I hit the home page, I'm not quite sure where I'm at. Maybe if I saw an ad for this product and I clicked here and then I instantly saw this, then it would make sense to me. However, it's just a little bit confusing, just instantly seeing this on the home page, and then as you scroll down, you see another product that's very different, and then extra cones for a refill for your scents. So let's see if we go into other pages on the site. Okay, so there's not other pages on the site in terms of collections, so I would definitely say that this is why they've not gotten any sales. The store is just a bit confusing. It looks like they have just 2, maybe 3 products that they are actually featuring on the site, but they need to build out a lot more to go around them, and the products themselves don't make sense together. This does not make sense to be purchased with this. So you would definitely want to, if you were interested in selling these, you would want to build out a collection about it, have a couple different products. I recommend around 20 products to get started. So that way you can have a nice variety, and you can also start testing out to see what works for ads and what people are responding to the most whenever they come to your site. If you're just getting started, the thing that you need the most is data. And if you just have 2 or 3 products on your site, you're not really setting yourself up to have a lot of data. Plus, as you can see, your store just feels really incomplete. There's a menu bar here, but there's no menu, it's just search. So I wouldn't even know what to search for. So I say definitely some more work to be done on the site. Add in some more products so that you can get some more testing done and figure out what your market and your niche that you're going for, what kind of products they're interested in. And then once you figured that out, really build out the site a little bit more to fill it out and make it feel a bit more complete. You want to make sure that people feel like they can trust you, because remember, they're going to be purchasing from you and they want to make sure that they're going to actually, if they spend the money, get the product as well. So making sure that your site's really complete is going to be the best way to do that. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. Next, we have Streets of Modesty, and they say that their website design does not feel complete. It looks very basic. So let's see. Okay, so we can instantly tell that this is a clothing store based off of the navigation that they have at the top, which is nice that you can instantly kind of tell what it is. They also have this slideshow. I like the height of it all because I am on a desktop computer and I can go ahead and start seeing the beginnings of the newest arrivals and the products that they feature here. So I really like this height. It works for this image, and I wouldn't necessarily use a banner for this kind of discount code, that big of text. However, for this first image, they need to work on the image a little bit because it's cropping off the text. So I would say stick with more things like this, where it's a bigger image and it aligns better in the space. If you're going to do text, I wouldn't make it as big as the first and the last one are, because a lot of times that just comes off a little bit more cheesy, and especially if it's being cut off, it kind of works against you more than it does for you. So let's keep scrolling down the home page, and we can see the products that they have here. So it looks like it's the same model in all of these. I'm not sure if this is the owner or a model that has been hired. I like that they are all the same model, just wearing clothes and doing different positions. I think it's a really nice styled image, and this is going to work well in terms of sharing the products on social media, pinning it on Pinterest. People are going to be a lot more likely to click on an image like this than they would just a dress laying on a flat white background. So I really like that they've taken the extra effort and put some time and energy into some product photos. So let's go on down. So then they have customer favorites. So let's see. I think, yeah, we've got 1 or 2 repeats from up at the top. So I would just, so like this skirt repeats, I would maybe look at not having it here, just so it's different products that you're featuring and you're not featuring the same product in 2 locations on the homepage. And now they have an About Us. So, okay, this is the owner. And I think that's really cool that she is modeling the clothes herself. It makes it really nice because she's able to always kind of test out the products because she's ordering them for herself and also using the photography for the site, and it looks like for her Instagram as well. So I really like that personal touch there. So let's go in and let's check out one of her collection pages. So we're going to hit dresses. Okay, so we do have a couple different products here. It looks like we may need to just tidy up in terms of sizing. So you can see here, this image is very different because it is a flat lay, where all the other ones are people actually wearing them. So I would try and stay consistent with that, as well as this photo is a bit more square where the other ones are vertical. So I would just kind of crop it out to where it's the same size as everything else so that it really nicely matches on the page. So let's go in and let's look at one of the products now. So let's see, we've got a bunch of different shots of the product. Oh, okay, so it looks like we've got an issue with the site. So if we hover over this, we can zoom in, but whenever I clicked on this, okay, so maybe I just clicked too fast and it wasn't loading correctly for me. So it's working now of where you click here and then you can zoom into the product image. At first it had it pop up in a kind of take over the page, but it looks like it is working correctly now, and we've got a couple different sizes and then also the ability to add in multiple quantities. So I like that they have Afterpay in. I had done another video about QuadPay, which is kind of the competitor to Afterpay, which lets you have different installment payments. So what it does is they're saying interest-free installments, so you could divide your purchase into a couple different installment payments after they've gone over the $35 mark. And what's nice is this product is $32, so if someone wanted to take advantage of that, they would have to purchase 2 products, and then they may get 1 more if it's on sale or so on. So you're kind of building that overall average order total. So I love that they've incorporated this to the size or to the site. Also looking here, they've got a nice size chart as well as the model information. It always drives me insane on clothing sites when they don't say what size the model's wearing and what height, because it fits you very differently. So I think that's important to have featured there. Next we have customer reviews, so that's great. They've got a couple customer reviews on here. And I would also say another feature would be to actually have a related products here at the bottom. So they do have back to dresses where we can click back there. However, I do recommend having a couple other products here. So if I'm already in the dresses collection, you know I'm interested in dresses, so I would have some featured products along the bottom as well. So if maybe I look at this and go, okay, we're a very different height or size, I don't think this dress would work for me, I could then instantly look at another dress that I might be interested in. So let's go now to the About page, so about our company. Okay, so we've got a broken image here, so definitely something to take a look at whenever you are changing things out on your site or when you're launching. You want to make sure that everything is working correctly. On the home page, there was an image of her, so it may just be the same image as well, it's just broken here. So I would definitely go in and check your site, make sure all of your links are working, and get that fixed. It looks like she is kind of sharing a lot more of the behind the scenes of why she started the company and her passion for fashion, which is great. I did not mean to rhyme on that one, but I like her About page. I think just, yeah, put a photo there and maybe even at the bottom have some, of her favorite products of the season. I think that would be really cool as well, since you're kind of showing that you are curating this collection of products that you have on the site. So having, it's shown of your favorite ones, especially with her being the model, and have her be the model in all of them, I think that would be a nice start as well. And then we have, let's see, the menu at the bottom I think is all good. The one thing that I'm not exactly sure about is start a return. I think that is great to have it to where people can easily start a return if they need to. However, I don't think it needs to be in your menu here. I would put that on the return policy page, so that way you're still linking to it. You can send people a link to it if they do want to return a product. It's already on that return policy page, but you're not having it as such a highlight in the menu. So that's something I would definitely look at doing as well. But overall, I would think just a couple different changes to the images just to make sure that they are all the same size and style, as well as changing out some of those homepage banners and fixing a broken link. But other than that, I think everything is really working well, and I really like the effort that they put into their product photography. Okay, so that is going to be it for today's video. As you saw for my spreadsheet, we've got a lot to go through, so I'm going to be doing these review videos a lot more regularly so I can get through more of your sites at a time. So if you're interested in having your site potentially featured on an upcoming video, make sure to submit it in the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you found that store review video helpful. Is there something that you saw on their store that you're doing on yours, or did you get any ideas or feedback that you want to implement in your own store as well? If so, make sure to comment below and let us know. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you're interested in getting your store reviewed as well in an upcoming video, make sure to check out that link in the description below and give some information to us so that we can properly review your store, potentially in an upcoming video. Thanks so much for watching. If you're interested in some tutorial videos about Shopify, click the links over here and watch those. And again, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button below so you can be the first to be notified when we put out new video tips and tutorials all about Shopify every week. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.